Hey yo, what's up? My name is Ty Mizzle. You watch my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing my series of real life talk. Real life talk is my videos that I do that talk about like social events, movies, stuff like that. That's something that's not like a weekly thing. It's something that I may see in my going out. I may so interesting that I just want to talk about it. It may be something on social media. It may be something that somebody said to me. It might be a story time. It's something. That's what real life talk is. So I watch like a lot of YouTubers and everything, and they all have like the niche thing besides they reviewing. So I'm in the reviewing category because like Bonnie Blue, for example, she does Bonnie Blue's show, and like Ashley, she does What It Is. Like for Is Rock, she does Top of the Blog. So let's talk about it. So my real life talk is kind of similar to that. It's like I will try to do more of that. And since I monetize and everything, I think I'm trying to do more of the series so my people can know that I have more things to talk about instead of just doing just TV shows. So this real life talk is about a response to the video of the restaurant worker at True Kitchen and Cocktails. That's in Dallas. Yes, I think many of y'all have seen that video already. That went viral since like 2 days ago, or something like that. But I just was hearing about it, and I was seeing a lot of my YouTube, especially some of my favorite YouTubers, was posting the videos on it. So I said, all right, let me see what this is about. And after I seen the video of his response to what was happening, I had some few things to say. I mean, let me say this. And I have found a link to, that shows a little bit of what the lady did or what people have done at the restaurant and his response to it. Now, it was a lot of negative reaction on social media. I think it started on Twitter of how he expressing himself towards the crowd of the people in his restaurant. And I for once will say that his use of words and his tone, I was not here for it. I was not here for it at all. I get what he was saying, and I get the message, and I get everything he said because he does has a point. It's a restaurant, and twerking and all that establishment in the restaurant, you shouldn't be doing. Now let me talk different things because I have different viewpoints. In response to what he said about twerking in his establishment, and he created a restaurant for his black people to show environment, to show community, to respect, to show to joy and be comfortable and be in a nice ambiance. When you when most of us who go to the restaurant, you sit down, you eat, you might hear music in the background, stuff like that. Most music you hear in the background is mostly like classical music or jazz music at some high class scale restaurants. And like most soul food places, I mostly hear jazz and classical music, soul music, something that you can't really dance to. It's just something that gives the nice vibe of the environment. So the music does shape the vibe of the restaurant. So if you have like mostly metal relaxed music, it relaxes the people in the environment. I mean, it's always the color scheme, the music, the crowd, everything. It sets the mood of what the restaurant wants to be. So when you have a particular music that prompt people to dance and stuff like that, then that's something you had to look into because what music was playing that caused these ladies to want to twerk. Now, there's a flip side to that. When I go to a restaurant, even if I hear music that I feel like I want to dance to, I won't dance to because it's this place I'm in, the environment I'm at. I'm not gonna go up booty popping and twerking in the freaking middle of the restaurant or standing. Now another thing that did happen, people were standing on the furniture and tables and stuff like that, and that's not right. You can't be doing that. To twerk is one thing. It's one thing you can sit in your chair and say, "Oh, shoot, this is my music," and you see, and that's fine. You can just do this. Nobody had no problem with that. But the fact you go to get up and stand on the furniture to twerk, I did like. That's not good. I didn't like that. That's right there was a problem. That was there was a problem. And I think his response to it, because people was going at him about that, he said he spoke to the particular customers numerous times to stop twerking and stop standing on their furniture. But these people kept doing it, and that the video that we went viral that we saw is what exploded. It's like that. Now he cursed it and the tone and how he talked down, and he said establishment is mostly 75% of his establishment is women, and then he was addressing the whole crowd. He said, "How can I ask men to respect themselves, and I can't hold a woman accountable?" And when they're talking in my establishment, like I said, when I'm going back to the music, like I said, the music set the tone. So, and he had a DJ at the place. Now I know he have a DJ all the time, or it was just that night. But to have a DJ, you should have told him to play some certain type of music. If you playing music like throwing the behind in a circle, or I want to twerk that, I want to twerk that, booty ready, all that stuff that make people want to twerk, then what do you expect? And then you give this environment when the music's loud, it's bumping, it's popping. When you hear music like that, loud, bumping and popping, you think that's okay to twerk and dance. Now, staying on the tables, all that stuff, that was not necessary. But to get up and dance and stuff like that when you're in a restaurant and you have club music going on, then you're going to be amped to, then you got drinks in you, you have food in you, then you want to get crunk. And it sets the environment that it's like a restaurant slash mini club. So yes, the ladies gonna be amped up and hyped and stuff like that. But getting on the tables and stuff, that was too far. Which I do understand why he was frustrated, because they was doing the most when getting on the furniture. But you can't play music that will prompt them to dance that. Now, I have to understand, like I said, it's a time and place. Now, if I was at work, I work in a freaking luxury building. What if they some restaurants, a resident start playing Body Yaddy Yaddy by Megan Thee Stallion, and I get off of my cubicle and start going in the middle of the floor, Body Yaddy 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 Yaddy, and that's a place to work. You can't say, "Oh, well, they was playing twerker music, I had to get up and twerk." No, it's like, no, no matter what. Like I say, but an establishment when you have a lot of multiple people, and that's the vibe you giving that, and the people feed off of each other energy, it's like that, and they was doing that, and then you was stopping them. At the first time they was doing it, and you politely stopped them, then you might have to talk to the DJ and say, "Listen, you gotta stop playing some of this music because these people is twerking, and I don't want twerking in my establishment." He has the right to go how he want his restaurant to be, but to go about cursing at them and setting that tone, he said, "I create the establishment where black people can be comfortable with and respect yourself. And if you want to twerk, you got to go to the pink. You got to get down, get the F out of here, because I don't need your money if you going to be twerking and not respecting my restaurant." It's like, it was the tone and the words he was using. It wasn't right. Like I said, I will put the link down so you could have your own, so you could hear it yourself. But I just want to go on to that video and say, listen, yes, he has the right in what he was saying, but it's the way how you go about doing it. Now, if the ladies was kept doing it multiple times, maybe you should have escort those people who was the repeat offenders and escort them out your establishment. And then one thing you had to do is, now on, he did said that he gonna play a different type of music. But don't have DJs playing this loud, bumping music that have them thinking they in a freaking club. It's like this and that's that. So that was partly was on their fault, playing those type of music. But at the same time, it's a time and place, and you have to understand and learn where you at. In a restaurant, you most of the places sit down and eat. Nobody want to see you around twerking them next to their food or whatever, like stuff like that. So it goes both ways. Yes, he shouldn't have played those type of music, and yes, he shouldn't have created an environment that and make it seem like it was okay for that to happen. But at the same time, people, you have to understand when can you do that and not. Now, if this was a place, a club, that's fine, but this is a restaurant. So people eating and food and drinks and stuff. So that's my little take on it. What do y'all feel about that? Like I said, he was dead wrong how he used his words. And he apologized for his wording and everything and how he approached the situation in that way. I guess the time when that video went viral, he was at his breaking point because he kept telling his people to stop doing it, and they kept doing it. So at what point it was the people that kept doing it, which is fine. Like I said, they had to have known that. Listen, this is the restaurant. We can't be getting on people's chairs and stuff like that, and twerking and putting your hands on glasses and popping your booty and everything, all that stuff. So no. But at the same time, you have to set the mood how you want. If you don't want twerking in your restaurant, then you have to change the environment and the mood and then set this music right. So I guess that's just like a soul food type restaurant. Like I said, most soul food places I go to don't play those twerking music. They have a set play background music that's mostly classical, jazz, soul music that you can't dance to. And if you do hear a song, that you might say a little bop here and there, but that's it. So my whole point is that the music he played created that responses to a lot of people. But at the same time, you have to know where you at. And even if I do go to a place that had music like that, I just won't be busting out dancing and getting on tables or furniture and stuff like that. That's not me. I have self-control to do that. And a lot of people didn't. But I'm not knocking them. Like I'm saying, part was his fault. Part was also customer's fault. But he had to not play that type of music again. He can't. Because it created that environment that it was like that. And it was okay. And you bumping loud music like it's a club. What you think? The amplify is it's electrifying. It's what seduce people and what entice people to dance. That's what a club is. They play loud music for you to go, oh yeah. That's what it is. So that's my take on it, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about this video and how the viral video that went on. Like I said, I'll try to post a link of the article that I got it from and his audio. And how do you feel? Put in the comment section and have a conversation that's going back and forth, y'all. Like I said, I didn't agree with his tone. I didn't agree with his words or choice and how he approached it. But he did show videos that he approached the people a couple of times calmly and then he just blew up. But he still should have used that type of language. At the same time, you got to set your environment how you want it. So if you don't want twerking going on, don't play twerk type music. And don't have a DJ bumping music so damn loudly. And the people who's at the restaurant, you have to have self-control as well. You can't just say, oh, because they playing this type of music, I got to do what I got to do. No. You got to know what you at. You have to know what you at. And that's my take on it, y'all. Talk to you later. Peace.